I never liked Tuesdays, right? In fact, I hate Tuesdays. Bear with me now, right? There's nothing remarkable about Tuesday. Bear with me, right? It's not Monday, so it's not the start of the week. It's not Wednesday, so you can't call it hump day or whatever. It's not Thursday, so it's not nearly Friday, and it's not Friday, so it's not nearly the weekend. Boring. Fuck Tuesdays. But then, there was this one Tuesday, a few weeks ago, in the morning, on the way to work, like, I thought about doing it, you know, like doing myself in. Killing myself, or whatever. Don't worry, I'm not, like, depressed or anything, you know? Just, you know, jumped in my brain, you know? Weird. There I was, just standing on the train platform with everyone else in the middle of rush hour, and I thought about it, you know? Just for a split second, like, it would be easy, right? I would just close my eyes, jump. What would happen next? You know? Shocked even me, right? I was in my own head, so you can imagine how good that was. Oh, wonder where it came from. You know, like, you see all those statistics, don't you? Like, young men killing themselves all the time, but none of them ever talk about it, do they? Like being sad or depressed or whatever, you know? And then there I am, just standing on the train platform, thinking about topping myself. Like, just like a random thought out of the blue. Awkward. Jeez. Just like those guys, I would be like a number, wouldn't I? Like, me and those other blokes, just some random people on a list. Weird. The train home, I wondered, like, how bad would it have to be? You know, how many people have had the same thought as me? Guys just like me, how bad would it have to be for you to end it? You know, like, it's just like properly throw yourself in front of a fucking train or something. Like, a bit grim for everyone else, I imagine. Probably wouldn't be just like another Tuesday for the driver. Or the people on the platform splattering in body parts. Sorry, that was a bit inappropriate, wasn't it? No, look, I thought that just might, like, lighten the mood a little bit. But, no. But it made me think about my life, you know? Like bigger than me, you know? Friends and family and all that. You know? Everyone I've ever went to school with. Everyone I've ever worked with. Or pissed off. Or slept with, you know? This random group of people, like my people, sat at some sort of funeral, which I've never planned properly, or anything like that, by the way. Weird. Hey, I've been seeing someone, this guy, Tinder date originally, and like, he's alright, you know? I mean, he's a bit theatrical, but you know, he's nice. But I was thinking, like, I taught myself, what happens to him? Like, 5 dates in, and he never hears from me again. Like, nobody knows who he is, or the fact that we started sleeping together, so what happens? Does he think, like, I've ghosted him, or like fucked off in the middle of a promising relationship 5 weeks in? Like, what happens? Can you imagine, like, mum, dad, all those people from work that I actually can't stand, but they're there because they feel like they have to be there, you know? And then this guy just comes walking in, and they'd all be just wondering who he was. This random guy from Tinder I've been sleeping with. And I actually really like him. But nobody knows who he is. Because it's like, we're in that weird like 6-week period between where like you go on your first date and you're in this sort of, I think you might potentially be my boyfriend but I haven't told anyone about you phase. You know? Nobody even knows his name but me. So how would that get explained? Like he'd be there, and how would he explain himself to my parents? He'd probably go for the like default like friend of Charlie's excuse, you know. But I don't think that works anymore, does it? And I think about the rest of them, like sitting or standing there or whatever, I don't know. And they're all like huddled in little groups dressed in black and standing in the cold and next to some massively ostentatious car that's carrying a box with me in it, or bits of me anyway. They'd all just be like looking at it, wondering how they know me. And then I realised, you don't know me at all. And that's the problem with living here, right? London, I mean. You compartmentalise your life into these little groups of people, each of them serving their own little function, right? So like you've got the work people, your friends, the guy you met on Tinder, right? Nothing meeting in the middle until something happens. Nothing joined up. There's all these loose connections. And then that's it, isn't it? You know, people say a few words and they cry a bit and then that's it. They play the music and I'd like to think that they would spare me the whole Angels by Robbie Williams bollocks. That'd be nice. And then you're off, you know, like the curtains close and that's it. One big adventure or whatever. Actually, if you're planning it, I quite fancy them playing a tragedy by steps. Complete with a dance routine, alright? Like I actually think it's kind of funny thinking about my dad having to do the whole hands beside the head thing. You know. And that's it. Off they go. About their lives, and my parents outlived me, and I'm remembered as some like photograph from my 21st birthday that sits on the mantelpiece. It doesn't look anything like me. My friends talk about me for a bit, and occasionally buy me an extra pint in the pub and forget I'm not there, you know. At work, my desk is empty for a while, I suppose. You know, because no one can bring themselves to sit in like my chair. Or to pack up like a stapler or a shitty Buddha that I brought back from a business trip to Hong Kong and an inspirational quote. You know, pack them up into like an archive box and just like send them somewhere. They can't do it. But finally, like the facilities manager is like, yeah, we have to pass the desk on, you know, to some new graduate student who doesn't really give a shit about the guy who shuffled off before he got here, because it's got a bit weird because they ran out of room, and it's a bit weird making the new guy hot desk like a homeless person the whole time, you know? So, yeah, weird. You gradually go, right, from being this person, you know, like this guy that people used to say, like, good morning to in the lift, to like a person that's reduced to like a few entries on a computer system, or some randomly printed emails that get shredded before people move office, you know? Like, oh yeah, I remember him, yeah, he used to work here, yeah. And then those emails get chucked in a confidential waste bin, and that's it. You get edited out. Like neatly tidied up, and the world just goes on. Without you. And then that's it. You know? I actually heard people who taught themselves go to hell or something. You know? Well, I don't think I actually believe in such a place, but it can't be that bad, can it? You know? At least it'd be hot. And all my friends would be there. So, there we go again. Sorry. No, that's it, isn't it? You go from being this person, this like, vibrant and human being, to like a historical fact, like 1066, or the fall of the Berlin Wall. You become one of those, oh, I wonder what happened to X conversations, huh? Like someone decides to Google you in the pub, or check your LinkedIn profile, and, you know, like then they notice you shuffled off a couple of years back and it all gets a bit weird. None of them noticed. And then they talk about you and try and remember you briefly. And something funny you said once in the time you got beat up at the Christmas party. And how sad it is. And how nice you were. But then someone breaks the awkwardness and asks, whose round is it? And they all just move on with their night, you know? You become a signpost. Like, people can just drive past you. You know, you'll always be there, but you'll fade further and further into the distance as everyone just drives on, you know? The guy from Tinder will meet someone else. I hope. Just somebody that they used to know. Shit, sorry, that all got a bit deep there, didn't it? Look, I think it just means a rethink, doesn't it? Like, make all the moments count or something. Like, if one day there's going to be people, you know, standing around at some sort of funeral of mine, then I want to give them something to talk about, you know? So tonight I'm off on a date. The guy from Tinder, he's called Rory, by the way. Dress up smart, you know, go out for dinner somewhere nice, and be charming, and then we're going to go to Soho and get slaughtered and dance to shit music. It'll be good. Stay in bed the next day watching Netflix, and all the bits in between. I might even take them home this weekend to meet my parents. Or maybe my other friends at least. That'd be good. Maybe an extra pint in the pub. Seems like the right time somehow. So yeah, I didn't do it. That day, I mean. How could I, you know? Thinking about it, seems like it's all to play for. Doesn't it? If you know what I mean. No more loose connections. Besides, it was a Tuesday after all, you know? Nothing remarkable ever happens on a Tuesday.